G'day, ZiggyD here, and in this video I'm going to be commentating a map run on a level 72 mines map that I've just rolled here for my Crit Glacial Cascade Witch. Now this is a companion video to the build guide, and I'll link that on screen in the description below for you guys, and it's intended to give you guys a bit more insight into how this character actually plays without any real editing or anything like that. So basically I'll take you through how I use my skills, why, and some of my thoughts about the build and the map, and maybe we'll just have a bit of fun as well, so you guys can get a bit of an idea of how to play this character. If you have any questions about the build or anything like that, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. I love chatting to you guys down there. So let's roll this map here. I've just rolled it with pack size and physical resist. Obviously, since Glacial Cascade does deal physical damage, that will mitigate some of the damage we deal to the packs, but most of our damage comes from cold and lightning, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. So first thing we want to do is make sure that we actually activate Arctic Armor, because forgetting to activate Arctic Armor will get you dead. We have, oh, little squid dude. Alright, so let's do this. So first goal when you first start playing is to generate your power charges. So you want to be a little bit careful until you get those power charges up. It looks like we've got some nice easy mob spawns in here, some squids and spiders, fantastic stuff. And then you can see we've got our 7 power charges nice and quickly there, so it works out very nicely. So with that note, this is probably not one of the best maps for Glacial Cascade because it is a corridor map. If you can get a long corridor, it's fine, like you can cast through the corridor and nothing will be able to get past your cascades. You can see the freezes are pretty effective there, but getting around corners and stuff like that with cascade is a bit awkward. So basically I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple for the moment, just focusing on my cascade. None of these guys are particularly dangerous. I can chuck down a freeze there. You can see I took some damage, so it procced my frost wall, which stopped those guys from using any attacks on me, so nice and easy stuff there. Now we can just keep attacking these guys through here. I think I'm going to stick to the rightmost edge here. I'll freeze this pack here. I missed the freeze, so what I can actually do is curse them and follow up with another freeze, which was a guaranteed freeze. I don't think that was a crit freeze though, so that was the... Cold Snap has a chance to freeze. It has an implicit chance to freeze in it. And it is a short duration freeze usually, because freeze is based on the damage dealt. So this is a very nice pack to freeze right here, because that is a very dangerous pack. So we want to lead with our strongest defensive mechanic, and that is freezing the shit out of everything. So I saw there were a bunch of undying grapplers that flicker strike and discharge and stuff like that. So freezing those guys is a priority, so I'll do that. I can also throw down, so you see we take some damage, but pretty squishy when we actually take damage. So we need to actually, I'll use some panic flasks, get out of there, and use my freezes. That's what happens when you don't use your freezes. So we'll continue through. There's another pack just there. I'll use Cold Snap to freeze those guys, and you'll see what happens is they stay frozen. Usually once you destroy some of the frozen monsters that are proliferating, they actually will unfreeze, but Glacial Cascade also freezes, and freezes very effectively. You just need that kind of time to get set up and positioned, and Cold Snap buys you that time essentially. So it works pretty nicely there. So this is a very nasty pack just here. I'll make sure to freeze those guys, and then kill them. So if I actually just stood there and kind of ate all those hits, I would probably die. Like, the character's not tanky in the natural sense of the word, like not in its life. It's got low life, it's got low armor. Resist is the only good thing about it. It has pretty decent resist, but it still is pretty survivable if you play it well. And that's why I actually find this really fun, because it's the sort of character where you have to keep it alive rather than it keeps you alive. Something like the EK Mind Over Matter Scion is an example of a character that keeps you alive. It just has Arctic Armor, it has high defensive attributes, and you can basically stand there and leech through everything by attacking with EK. Pretty easy stuff. But with a character like this, you have a set of pretty powerful defensive mechanics, and you have to use them correctly. For example, freezing these guys like that, to actually keep yourself alive, and then making sure to follow up with attacks, position correctly, and things like that. And it actually makes the build very fun to play. So I've been thoroughly enjoying playing it, and I think I will probably continue to map with it for a little while before I transition into my next build, which I'm thinking might be a Righteous Fire character. I'm thinking about going a Righteous Fire Flame Surge character, especially because on this character I was doing some meeps earlier, and managed to get a 3 dragons drop. So we're going to lose our power charges here, so all I do is lead with the crit strike chance curse. I can see a bunch of grapplers up there, so I'll freeze those guys, and follow up with some Glacial Cascade action. Some of those guys are going to make it through, so we just back up a little bit if that is the case, and you can follow up with another Cold Snap if you need to, or you can just sort of keep attacking. Sometimes you just want to kind of attack through it. Looks like that guy was desynced over there. As you can see, the range is actually pretty long. I can almost off-screen with it. Up into the corners, you can kind of see the end of the tail, but to the left and right, you'll often reach the edge of the screen, as long as there's not a wall there. Glacial Cascade doesn't travel over most little obstacles, so you do need to make sure to position correctly to get around things like that little bridge there. I had to make sure I was going in a straight line or I wouldn't cross the bridge. I mean, it's not going to travel through the air over that. It travels along the ground, so it's kind of like, I think it works just like Ground Slam, but it's not like EK where it just travels through the air. There's a colonnade map, nice. Colonnade. So I'll continue heading to the left there. Hopefully we see a lockbox in here. I'd like to show you guys how I deal with lockboxes. So hopefully that does show up. If not, I might have to just go find a lockbox in another zone or something to show you guys after this. But I'll freeze these guys because this is a nastier pack there. I might actually throw a decoy totem down and freeze those guys because we're in a little bit of an awkward spot. But what I can do is position over here. Just freezing you this guys. Cold Snap will actually deal some nice damage once it levels up some more. But even now, at like level 14 or 15 or whatever it is, it still does a good job of its primary purpose, which is actually freezing mobs. So, heading along this way. And hitting up these guys. I think I might have botched up my sticking to wall. No, I was sticking to the left wall. It's all working alright. Just need to stick out this way. So, I'll freeze these guys just here. Okay, welcome back. What actually happened there, I don't know how much of the footage might have corrupted, but my computer actually blue screened right just after opening a cartographer's box. So luckily my map instance is up, so we should still be able to go back and claim that. I don't know if there'll be any sort of graphical corruption in the video. Hopefully not. Hopefully it all comes out okay. But we did botch the Ice Nova because there was that bug that happens very occasionally where mobs will, for some reason, the map hasn't been explored. Look at this. That's pretty weird. So because I blue screen, the map has unexplored itself, even though we've still been through this area. Has it repopulated with mobs? What the hell? This is weird. It looks like there's more mobs back. What? This is super weird. Hold on, we went this way. No, okay, alright. It was just the mobs had wandered up. Okay, alright, I'm panicking for no reason. It's like everything had just wandered upwards, I guess. But yeah, everything's still cleared out. We just, for some reason, lost our map progress as well when I crashed. Anyway, I'll head back to the cartographer's box and we'll pick up where we left off. Alright, looks like the lockbox is just up here, so we can go and claim our maps, hopefully. Hopefully we get some good drops. But yeah, what happened was, sometimes when you teleport or if you run away, the mobs will actually still spawn on top of you instead of around the lockbox. It's a bit of a bug that occurs sometimes, especially if the lockbox is in tight areas like corridors or in little tiny rooms or something like that. So do be careful of that, but not much we could do to avoid that this time. What did we get? Oh man, it looks pretty good. Strand, level 71. 70 bogs map, 71 blue, what was that, dry woods. Oh man, this is like instant map pool right here. 72 torture chamber, 71 arachnid, 72 waste pool, wharf. Wharf's the only low level one, everything else was awesome. Oh man, cartographer's boxes are so OP. That's the first like actual in-map cartographer's box I've found so far. So that was really cool. But I can see now why people don't have any problems sustaining their map pool in ambush or in the 2-week ambush invasion league. But anyway, back on we go with it. Hopefully I can find another lockbox to show off the actual Val Ice Nova. Otherwise we'll just use it on some packs. But usually I save it for Elemental Reflect packs, just big packs that are a bit awkward to clear out with Glacial Cascade or lockboxes, so it's handy to have for when you do come across a lockbox, because it is literally a one press I win button against lockboxes. It'll insta-kill everything that pops out of a lockbox, so it works very nicely. So hopefully I can show that off. But as I said, if we can't find anything in this map, I'll go grab one after the map from somewhere else to show you guys. I'm gonna clearing this guy out. Just by himself, he's not too nasty. You'll see an interesting point about Glacial Cascade is at the very end and at the very beginning of its range, it only hits once. So if a mob is in melee range, it only hits once. And this further sort of lengthens what I was talking about before, where this character is, one of this character's weaknesses is melee, especially fierce hitting mobs because of the low armor. There's a shore map as well. Man, so many meeps. But melee mobs are a weakness as well because you deal less damage to them. You only hit them once per, and that more than halves the damage because of the way shock stacking works as well. Looks like I've got a Val Ice Nova charge up now. So what you really want to do is freeze them if you can. You can use a cold snap to freeze them if you like, and then back out of melee range. The auto cast Frost Wall helps a lot as well, because it'll push things away from melee range as well. So it's very helpful in multiple fashions there, in multiple ways. So let's continue down this way. Got a larger pack there. It's a physical reflect, but as you can see, I don't really take any damage from it because of Arctic Armor mitigating most of the physical damage, so pretty easy. The only thing, if you get a really big crit against a large physical reflect pack, it can hurt a bit, but it's never one-shotty. Ellie Reflect is the only thing that can be a bit scary, but as I said before, in the past, using Vile Ice Nova is the best way to deal with that. So hopefully we do come across a big Ellie Reflect pack, so I can show that off as well, because mine completely mitigates the damage, as well as increasing the damage of Vile Ice Nova as well, so it works out pretty nicely. Little blue squids here and lots of little awkward spots. We'll keep them all on one side of us there. Sometimes if I'm surrounded as well, I'll use Vile Ice Nova just to save some time from clearing them out. It takes 32 kills to get Vile Ice Nova up, so usually it's not too hard to get it up. It's not as cheap as some, like Vile Flame Blast, for example, is only 16 charges, but 32 is still not too bad. Kill these guys here. So pretty awkward little spots in this map for Glacial Cascade. And it does highlight the weakness of the skill, in that it is very positional, but otherwise the damage of it is absurd. Especially, it actually does really good single target damage. Once you get those rolling crits happening, like I was very impressed the first time I went and killed Piety with this character. I thought the fight was going to be pretty tough, because I'm like, oh, Piety actually deals a lot of physical damage. I thought this could be a bit sketchy. But it was actually really easy. I just like froze her a lot of the time. I used Cold Snap to freeze her against the trash mobs. And the actual damage that Glacial Cascade dealt, multiple shock stacking the boss, was actually really effective. And the Frost Walls proccing and things like that helped too. So this is, we've got just physical resist monster pack size, so the boss should just be pretty standard. What do we got? Larger pack here with an aura. It's a totem now. I'll make sure to freeze these guys because there's some flicker striking grapplers in there. Make sure to kill these guys off first. We'll work out some of these ads, and the boss should just be somewhere in this area. It's usually in this area with the minecarts. I think this is the Lightning Strike boss, which actually is very dangerous. It hits very hard with big fizz slash lightning damage, but we'll see what we can do to keep it from killing us. I use Cold Snap to free some of these guys where I can. Just sort of kill these guys off a bit carefully. Oh, I'm getting frozen back. What is this? That's not right. This is not how this works. I freeze you guys. Alright, we can use the decoy totem to bait it out maybe. Should be in this area somewhere. Let's freeze this pack just here. I'm out of power charges, so I'll have to just kill these guys the old-fashioned way. Sometimes it's nice to, if you think there's a pack around a corner, just to freeze one of them, because you only need to freeze one to proliferate to the entire pack. And those proliferate ones will act as a beacon for freeze, essentially, freezing everything that comes close to them. It's funny when you freeze one mob and then the rest of the pack wanders up to it and gets frozen because of the proliferate. It works very nicely. Looks like the boss actually might be back this way then. I'm pretty sure this is the boss area. Usually it's in this area with the mine carts. Might be around there. Oops, that was a bit of a botch. If there's a larger pack around it, we could use. There's only a few guys there. Damn, I wanted to try and freeze proliferate the trash mob there. Oh well, we can do this just this way here. Get on the other side of the... The best thing you want to do against this guy is put oh, that hurt! But it did proc our ice wall. You can see the damage is pretty effective. Put my decoy totem on the other side of him. Go for the decoy totem, bro. What is this? Oh, we'll do this way then. Oh! Glass cannon! Oh yeah! We can do it! Oh man, super sketchy. There's some heals. I love riding the insta-heal flask to victory. So good. I actually haven't had that many deaths on this character, despite how sketchy that can look. That was not the best execution, but we did get an underground river map from this. Man, the map pool generation from this map right here has been very, very solid. So pretty happy with how this has gone. You can't really argue with that many maps, can you? So good. Alright, we'll freeze these guys. So that guy was a bit tougher, and he was ignoring my decoy totems as well. If I had have actually been able to freeze one of these guys just here, especially if there was a white mob somewhere, what you can do is keep the white mob alive, be careful not to kill it with Glacial Cascade, and then position yourself in a way that you're only hitting the boss, and keep freezing the white mob, and you'll actually perma-freeze the boss pretty easily. So I do that sometimes versus Piety. I attempted to do it this time, but No dice! No dice this time around. So, there we go. It looks like finishing off the leveling of Molten Shell as well. There we go. Getting a little bit more fizz. As you can see, my armor is absolutely abysmal. I've got no armor whatsoever on this character. Because just in terms of like getting gearing from my character on the cheap, on the budget, I've gotten a lot of pure ES gear. So pure ES, pure ES, pure ES. Whereas you really want armor ES for this character. So you can do this on pretty, you know, pretty budget gearing really. Like all that stuff was like chaos, 2 chaos, something like that, a couple chaos for the 5 link. It was all pretty easy to get. There's a fizz pack up just there. I might use some Vile Ice Nova there. The get wrecked button is real. Oh yeah. I don't think that was a crit either. If it actually crit, it probably would have killed the rare too. But I thought I might as well get some use out of that because we're not seeing any more lockboxes yet, and I've watched the first lockbox use. I like using my get wrecked button. Oh, crypt map? Oh, it's only 66 crypt map. Oh man. the worst map from this map so far. Everything else has been like, I've gotten like one that was below 70 besides this. We can get a really nice freeze in there. Nice big pack, very tempting for the freeze. Also very nice for the Vile Ice Nova, those big packs like that. Well, these guys clearly desynced. Alright, there's another Vile Ice, sorry, a Cold Snap there. I did try a Vile Ice Snap, Vile Cold Snap, Vile Ice Snap. But I didn't like it at all. It's actually, I don't know, really not that good. I freeze very reliably just with the plain Cold Snap, and the Prolift does the job of AoE. And Vile Ice Snap just didn't really seem any better or any more useful, so I much prefer Vile Ice Nova. It does really good damage. So I love the way that come together. It's like exponential damage against larger packs as well. Insta pack clear in a bottle, basically. Oh, there's a very nice group just there. We'll make sure to freeze those. I may be desynced, and I am super desynced. I desynced on the other side of the rocks? What on earth? I don't even understand. We need to freeze these guys. Let me get out of here. Freeze these guys, come on. What? How did this happen? How did I desync on the other side of the rocks? Come on, freezing for victory. Oh, how are we staying alive? Well, this might... this was supposed to be instructional, but maybe at least it turned out to be pretty entertaining. Oh, the survival skills. Thank you, freezers, for keeping me alive. I love it. This is the way softcore characters are supposed to be played. I tell you what. How did that even happen? That's like a full blocked off wall there. I need to go investigate this. Desync, you crazy. Alright, oh man, I can't believe that. I should have used my Vile Ice Nova in there, I reckon. It would have cleared house. It was a pretty high density pack just there. Let's get rid of this guy, he's frustrating me. He's curse immune too, of course. All the worst ones are curse immune. Life regen, curse immune. And he's on the other side of my frost wall. If he gets frost walled away from me, he'll die much faster. No, what? What is this guy? He's unkillable. This guy might kill me even though that other pack couldn't. So you can see you do a lot less damage in melee range. There we go, there's the kill. Finally, got a nice big crit on him. What? So what? Okay, no, you can get through there. Apparently my character went through that little gap there and then ended up on the other side of the wall. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. That was officially my worst desync ever. I would have been crying if I was a hardcore character just then, because that's not something you want to do on a hardcore character. But is glorious on a softcore character. I love it. Alright. Our inventory is too full of maps. What? No room for actual gear. Alright, let's check out some of this stuff. Nothing here. Nothing here. And high life and lightning resist. With, probably not high enough. So we'll leave that for now. Oh, I wanted to check out that shield, didn't I? Let's grab that. Thicket bow, I should probably grab that too. I should probably grab the high eye level thicket bow. Usually a good idea. Alright. So the squids and crabs, that's what I was like. I was like, this has got nice mob spawns in there. Squids and crabs. And you never say that. Never say you've got good mob spawns, because the third mob spawn will be a bunch of Undying Grapplers or something like that. Or a bunch of Evangelists. Arctic Leapers, something horrible. Something equally as horrible. But it's gone pretty well so far. There's some more crabs. Easy freeze. No problemo. Alright, let's lure some of these guys over here. Even got crit by the frost wall. Even the frost wall's doing work. How much DPS does that thing actually do? Frost wall does... Oh, all of 9 to 13 cold damage? It just makes impressive crit sounds when it crits. It does actually no damage. Literally no damage. Alright. We can probably like cold snap nuke these guys to death just for funsies. I should probably just lightning warp over there. Lightning warp actually hits pretty hard too, because I have leveled up lightning warp, and it does 1300 lightning damage with very high spike potential. 1416 spike potential with crit, multiplying that out. I've actually cleared packs with lightning warp accidentally before, trying to escape, but I ends up killing them. Alrighty, looks like we're pretty much done in here. I'll mop up any remaining stuff. It looks like I couldn't find any more lockboxes to have fun with the Val Ice Nova. Is there any other large packs for Val Ice Nova? We'll clear this last one there. There we go. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all she wrote for this map. But I would say some random skeletons as well. Interesting. I would say this map was a victory in terms of building the map pool. Holy crap! Those map drops. Alrighty, guys. I'll go find a lockbox real quick to show you guys just for funsies, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, looks like we've got a Jeweler's Strongbox here. This one could be fun. What do we got? Additional unique item. Oh, what? Oh, yes. And guarded by 3 extra rare monsters. Alright, this one should be fun. Ignites you when activated, releases poison clouds. Alright, we may want to get away from this one when we activate it, but I'll put my Ice Nova there. The only problem is some of them have like explodes, which can clear out the mine if you don't use it fast enough. But let's do this. Oops, I failed on the activation. Oh, well, let's screw it. Let's stand here and activate it. I'm confident the Ice Nova is going to kill everything anyway. And get wrecked! Oh, what? The poison cloud, though. Dealing some serious damage. What do we get? It's the Frenzy Charge regen boots. Oh, badass. We get to finish up with the unique drop. Man, we've had some pretty good Strongbox luck in this, what, 10-15 minute recording session here? Pretty nice stuff. It's a blood dance. And we got some other items. Any good on the iron ring there? Any good on the iron ring? Nah, nothing really special. Probably nothing any good on any of these guys. But I would still call that a very successful series of runs just there. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the commentary. Make sure to check out the build guide if you haven't already. That's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.